Can you define what college basketball is all about in your opinion?
Well, I don't know college basketball, but I think it defines our program. I think there's a lot of sizzle. I think there's a lot of noise in college basketball. But when you get rid of the noise and you get down to the source of where it's all coming from, that's what you have to evaluate. And I thought this was a great reflection of a bunch of kids who were overlooked, who were blue collar, who don't mind rolling their sleeves up, who don't want credit. So I don't know if college basketball is that way, but I think Manhattan is. And there are a lot of other teams that way. But I thought it was a great indicator of our program, and I think Siena as well. Listen, anyone could have won this game. This could have a ball or two here and there, and anyone wins this game. But I just thought the way these two teams competed is great for college basketball. I wish more games and teams were like these two teams tonight.
Sean, several chances for you in the second half and in the overtime, coming up, making clutch shots, getting into the lane. Was there a sense of urgency for you personally to try and make a statement?
Never a sense of urgency. My team we needed a win. You know, one game at a time. It's MAC play right now, so every game counts. So there was no sense of urgency. We just needed a shot, and I tried to make a play.
Steve, and then you guys want to jump into, is this team starting to show the grit maybe of the past two teams that you had here? This weekend?
Yeah, I think so. It's unfair to these guys what they've been put through. Listen, the reality of it is we're missing 3 of our top starters, if not 3 of our top 6, definitely. You put any team, I don't care what level, in that situation, it takes you a while to find out who you are, how to grind. Because RaShawn's grind with Emmy and AP is a lot different than his grind this year. RaShawn's grind when we had Jermaine, Steve Masiello, and Ojo was a lot different. So he has to adjust his grind. And we talk about, I have to adjust how I approach the team. Shane has to adjust how he leads the team. So I think we're finding out what works. I'm finding out what works for Shane. I'm finding out what works for Ray, and then it goes downhill. It starts with me. I'm the slowest one, actually, to figure it out. It takes me, and I get it from these guys. And then we sit down and we talk, and then, but to answer your question, I think we're showing the basketball team the mindset that we've always been. Doesn't matter what we do on offense, just be tough-minded next play and fight. And that's who we've been. I think we showed that tonight.
Is that like the culture you always talk about?
Well, if it's not the culture, they get out. So they know that. If they're not going to buy into that, this isn't the place for them.
Shane, 2-2 now, and in MAC play picked up 2 big wins. So, going back in Fairfield and now Siena. Do you feel, as a leader in the locker room, that this program is getting closer to turning the corner?
Sorry, closer to what?
Turning the corner?
Turning the corner? Yeah. I mean, like you said, these were 2 very big wins, especially at home. You gotta take care of business at home. I think we did that. 2 very close games. Turning the corner for sure. Like the way Coach said that we started the year. Obviously, this is an improvement, dramatic improvement. But there's no easy outs in the MAC, like you saw today and like you saw against Fairfield. Every game is gonna be a gritty type of game, and we just hopefully can come away at the end.
RaShawn, game against Fairfield, 4 in double figures. Today, 5 players to reach double-digit scoring. As the leader, the point guard, what are you doing to try to get everyone their good looks?
You got to keep everybody happy. That's it. You know, it's more the defensive end. That's what bring our culture. When we do that, everybody's gonna be happy. Like tonight, I think a couple of guys in double figures, big minutes from Calvin. Everybody's kilo. Everybody's contributing on the bench. Everybody's talking. That's culture. That's what we need to win games. So if we keep everybody happy, they're gonna play hard.
Steve, I know you'd rather not talk about small results with the process of building a winner, and the ultimate goal is still a couple months away.
We already built the winner. We're back-to-back MAC champs. The winner's been built. The corner was turned 3 years ago.
But going into Buffalo with 2 MAC wins to even the record in conference play, how much of a boost is that to his team?
It's good because, like anything else, you're dealing. I'm not human. I don't have emotion. RaShawn doesn't have emotion. Shane is emotionless because they've been with me the longest. So they know he could be 0 for 20. He's shooting the next 10 times. He can miss 9 game winners. He's shooting the next one. He knows that. There's no emotion with us. The young guys, they need it. It's like the pretty girl. You need to tell her how pretty she is. No matter how pretty she is, you got to tell her how pretty she is. Otherwise, they get insecure. So the same thing here. The young guys need it just to feel good. We don't. We understand, yeah, if we're 2-2, great. If we're 4-2, even better. But if we're 0-4, it doesn't really matter. My players understand that, so that to me is the most important thing. Obviously, I always say this, when you win, it makes life easier for everyone. So you guys leave us alone for a little bit. But besides that, as long as we improve every day, which we've been doing that. That's the thing if we lost tonight, Are we a 1-3 team? Absolutely not. Are we a 4-9 team, 4-10 team? Absolutely not. It happens. It's sports. You get it at the end. We always have, and we will continue to.
Coach Zane Waterman had a double-double today. What are you seeing from him as far as his
I'm
progression?
saying he's a hack a minute is what I'm seeing. He fouls way too much. He has 13 and 12 in 30 minutes. If he could keep on the court, he'd be a pretty good basketball player. He's growing. You know, he's evolving into the player that we thought he was. He played behind Emmy last year. It was tough for him. He was out of position. Now he's playing more natural at the 4, splitting time at the 5. The thing that he's doing the best job of is he's listening to these two guys. That's what he's starting to do. He's listening to the guys he's supposed to who have been there. And these guys will spoon feed him success, and that's what you're seeing. So he's finding his way. Calvin will be next, and then Cap will be the last guy you'll see come around.